Alright, welcome everyone to another fun and exciting night of TOMINATION Time, the live stream, the show where I will be working out live, talking about how to do these workouts, talking about fitness, how to build muscle, how to burn fat, how to do all these things that a lot of us care about, all the while having fun and making time for the things that you care about, such as, in my case, Overwatch, playing games. I want to tell people, whether or not you're watching this live or whether you are watching this after the show, I want to encourage you to ask questions. Come, let me know what it is you're interested in. I want to try to craft answers for whatever you are at. Because a lot of people watch this show after it's aired, and that's cool and all. But it's hard for me to help people when it's not live. But have questions ready. Come and ask me because I really want to help people. Today is back day. This is the pre-show. I am going to get a few more things ready, and then we'll get the show on the road. So I will be right back. Alright, welcome back everyone. This is TOMINATION Time, the live stream for workouts and gaming and talking about fitness, talking about all these things. Now, I'm going to start off today. Today is back day. I'm going to do a set first, and then I'm going to go ahead and kind of talk through today's workouts, talk through what the plan is, and then we will get the show on the road and play some games while talking about fitness, while enjoying life, while making time for the things that matter. So, I'm going to get started. Today is back day. I will start with doing pull-ups, weighted pull-ups. And then we'll talk about what the workouts are today. Alright, so that was the first workout. Pull-ups, weighted pull-ups. I need to jot down my numbers really quick. 45 pounds, I did 4 reps. So, for the workouts today, again, today's back day, so I'm going to be going through multiple workouts and just kind of talking through them. The first one is pull-ups. I'm doing pull-ups here using the pronated grip or the palms facing away grip. This is going to do a great job engaging most of the back. And then I'll do chin-ups. Chin-ups is going to be the opposite grip. It's going to be palms facing you or supinated. And this will be focusing on the, I'm going to try to get more of the lats and do less bicep engagement. It's important that on lats day, I try to avoid doing too much bicep work because I have a separate day set aside for biceps. So I try to keep back day focused on back workouts. Now, let's talk about what happens after that. So today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to introduce a few new exercises because I'll talk about this a little bit more later on. Why am I changing my workout a little bit and when to consider changing your workout. So the workouts I'm going to do after this is I'm going to do T-bar rows. I have a T-bar. Let me grab it. Got this T-bar here. You can use this and do bent over rows where you essentially you're doing rows but bent over. And then I'm going to use a close grip. I'm going to use this guy for close grip rows after that. And again, changing up your grip is going to target your muscles in a different way. It's good to have some variation in your workout. And then after that, I'm going to do 3 new exercises. I'm going to experiment with these. This is going to be a learning process for me because I have not done these before in my workouts. I want to try to work them in. I want to try to put them in there, but I'm going to have to, I'm going to play with it a little bit. So I'm going to see how well it works out. And basically, one of them is going to be cable pullovers. And I'm going to do close grip lat pull downs. It's like a lat pull down, but I'm using the close grip instead. And then I will be finishing with some lat pull-ins using a single handle for that. There's some new exercises I found, and I wanted to test them out to see how they are. So, give me 1 second. Is the stream lagging for you guys? I feel like the stream might be lagging a bit. At least for me, it is. I'm having a hard time loading it right now. I need to make sure I don't have anything downloading in the background. So let me check this really quick. Let me type this out on my phone because I'm streaming on multiple platforms. It can get a bit dicey on my bandwidth. So I'm actually watching this on multiple platforms, trying to watch everything in the chat live because I do want to help people. I want to answer people's questions. So if you ever have questions, let me know. But let me watch this on a different stream medium. I will be right back, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I am back, and now I was talking about basically today is back day. I'm gonna be hitting these muscles pretty hard, working on high intensity, high volume workouts. The two fundamentals of how to build muscle and burn fat: energy balance and training. Basically, energy balance being how much are you taking in, how much are you burning out, and then the other one being training. How much are you giving your body a reason to build muscle, right? A lot of these things, these concepts about how our bodies work is very liberating, very encouraging to understand what is going on, take control of our bodies. Like it feels, it's a very empowering thing to be able to understand how to build muscle, how to burn fat, these sorts of things. So I'm going to do my next set for weighted pull-ups. I'm going to do my next set, and then I will get back to doing... I will get back to doing my, starting up the game and whatnot. So, actually, I think we have some technical difficulties with the stream. Let me know if any of you guys are seeing any issues with this, because it seems to be lagging quite a bit. But I'm going to have to pause a few locations and possibly kill some things. So let me know if you guys are seeing any lag or other issues like that. I just have to pause everything. Alright, I'm going to do my next set of weighted pull-ups. So let's get that going. Alright. Oh. Okay, write down the numbers. I did 4 reps. It's important to track your progress. You have to know what you did last time. You have to know where you're going. You have to know what you need to beat the next time around. It is very important to track those numbers. So I have a Google sheet. You can use whatever you want, honestly. I have a Google sheet where I will track the numbers. I track the reps from the previous time. I track the... my pounds, number of pounds. You can use whatever you want, but from my personal experience, I didn't think about tracking numbers. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Honestly, I thought, this seems kind of silly. Why am I gonna track my numbers? Why do I care? Because it felt like an unnecessary micromanaging to trying to get in shape. Do we have too many? I need to check my team comp for a second. So I'm playing Overwatch. This is, again, one of my favorite games. I think we have too many. Well, this seems like a decent build. Or a decent team. So let's stick with this team comp. We're going to have really good sustain as this team. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, so before when I was... You see, if you're not tracking your progress somehow, whether it be tracking your weight gain, tracking your numbers, your lifts, if you're not doing those things, then you're gonna find that you are you're not you're very likely to just stall and not get any better and not improve because of how important it is to track those things. All right, as fair, I'm trying to sneak some shots here, blow up the turret, blow up that turret as well. Farah, really good for taking these things out, taking these guys out. I just wanted to just pick Farah just for a minute to shoot my rockets, blow those things up, blow up those turrets, and then switch back to someone that's gonna be more useful for my team, like Lucio.
Come on, let's bring it together.
Because honestly, Farah's gonna be good against turrets when it's long range. I'm doing slow controlled motion. When I'm paying very careful attention to what's out there. With turrets in place, it actually makes it very difficult for me to sneak around and ninja around because you don't know where the turrets are. It's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt, and you're gonna get melted really fast as Farah. So as for when it comes to tracking progress, I wasn't tracking my progress, but I wasn't getting better. I wasn't getting stronger. My body shape wasn't changing much. So it was one of those things where it should have been a no-brainer that I should have been tracking my progress more. If I really want to see differences, you got to track it. You have to have something to, you have to have a goal to aim for. Like, how do you know to improve unless you know what you're aiming for? How do you know if you're hitting your target unless you have a specific target lined up? Right? When it comes to weightlifting, your specific target should be, trying to get stronger, trying to build more muscle, trying to see those number of reps, number of pounds improve over time. That is called progressive overload. Progressive overload, whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Progressive overload is the same. You want to progressively overload your muscles over time to make them lift more, to make them basically have to respond. You have to respond when you're doing a heavier and heavier weight, heavier and heavier load, because the name of the game is, again, progressive overload. Through doing progressive overload, that is how we're going to make sure that our body has no choice but to respond, because we have to we have to build more muscle to get stronger. If you're getting stronger, then you're building more muscle. I mean, that's just how it is when you are being a natural weightlifter. When you are trying to do these things. Oop, I fell. That is going to be death from me. Oh, there we go. That worked, actually. Quite nicely. I should consider busting my ult right now because I feel like we're about to make a play. We're doing a pretty strong push right now. Oh, I am alive. Let's see how many people are in my range. Because it's good to hold on to your ults for the right time, but at the same time, you shouldn't hold on to it for the entire game waiting for that perfect play. You know, we're doing a decent push. I wanted to keep that momentum and try to keep that momentum alive by giving us that overshield, by breaking it down. I always forget what it's called. Sound barrier. That's what it's called. Because I used to play Halo, so when I think of the sound barrier, I think of overshield. So, but it's basically what it is. It's a super shield that lasts a short amount of time. All right, so they just pushed. They just busted one of their ults. Turbulent did. So because he did that, now we should be able to make a decent push through this. Let's look at the team comps for just a second. They have a pretty standard, really strong static defense one with one Turbulent, one Bastion. Ooh-wee. You know, Lucio, he's not the strongest character, but he can hold his own. Going face to face with people, he can be very hard to deal with because of how fast he moves. But anyway, as I was saying earlier, anyone who's new to the stream, I want to welcome you. This is a new gaming fitness talk show, treated like a radio show, where I will be talking about how to build muscle, how to burn fat, while doing the things that you love, whether it be playing games or cooking or whatever it is you need to do. If you need to work, you need to go to school. There's so many options you can do to work out from home. But even if you're not working out from home, even if you want to, let's say you have a full real gym to work out at, that's great. You can still go to the gym, make some great gains there. while you are still making time for the things that are important to you. So, as always, I encourage people to ask me questions, prepare something if you or just ask me live, whether or not you are
Heroes never die.
watching this live or watching it after the show. So, it's gonna be a show where I talk about both fitness and gaming, building muscle, burning fat, the things people care about. You know, I just helped someone else recently in Europe, helped him craft his workout plan because he was trying to figure out a workout and diet plan. And so I was helping him with that. You know, it's crazy how great technology is these days. You can do so much across the world. When you think about it, in a second or two, I can make a call to Asia or to Europe. And it is just crazy to think about how much technology has come that we can do this kind of stuff.
Heroes never die.
Alright, we're running into a little bit of a hiccup here because their turrets, their state of their turrets, pretty strong, causing some headaches for us. I'm highly considering switching over to possibly Pharah to get behind our tanks and add some additional pain. Daniel has a good question. Am I ever going to jump into competitive? And the answer is probably not. The way the format of this show works, it's really hard for me to split my focus onto something like doing competitive. Because if I'm going to do competitive, I want to do a good job. And I need to talk to my teammates. I have to do some communicating with my teammates. So unless I have you know, my full attention on it, I'm probably just gonna back out. I'm not gonna have time for that. But what I do want to do, because in my free time for gaming, I could do competitive, but what is much more exciting for me right now is the HTC Vive. I recently got an HTC Vive, and oh man, in my free time when it comes to gaming, that is the #1 thing I want to play. I just want to play the HTC Vive because I can't get enough of it. It's just so much fun right now, and it's just so good that nothing else matters. And unfortunately, I can't work out with virtual reality. That is way too dangerous. So I'll just be sticking to what I'm doing right now. Maybe one day, you know, I'm gonna see how it goes with playing the game. I just feel bad for anyone that I'm playing with. They're not going to they're gonna have a bad time because I can't focus. I can't give the focus I need to play my top peak performance. Instead, I kind of just, you know, mess around, have some fun playing different characters, trying to do some basic strategy and analysis. Alright, it's getting a little bit dicey here. 60 seconds. They're busting their ults. I might need to consider... need to get out of here, first of all. I might consider switching characters to someone that's going to be better for taking out these turrets. Because their defense is really strong right now. We got a tank, though. We got 2 tanks, actually. And the 2 tanks is making it a lot easier for us to set up shop to attack them. But we're just not doing enough damage to push forward. So that is something I am considering doing, but I don't think we're gonna have time.
We're out
You know.
of time. Everyone attack now.
Up the tempo. Raising the volume.
I'm gonna have to get in there soon. My next...
Heroes never die.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. I can tell. This is gonna be a bad day for us. Alright, I need to get it. I need to rush in there and put my foot on it to put it into overtime. Trying to climb. I cannot win this. I cannot kill everyone, but I can try to drag it into overtime. That's one of my goals. I think we're gonna lose this anyway. I'm gonna move on to the next set of doing pull-ups, but with, of course, weighted pull-ups.
Play of the game.
Helden sterben nicht.
And gotta write down my numbers. Justin TV, welcome back to the show, man. Glad to see you again. So that was my third set of weighted pull-ups. And Justin, let me know if the stream is lagging for you. It's been lagging a bit on my end. I'm trying to watch this. I'm watching this right now live, you know, on my own computer screen, and it's showing it's pretty laggy. So let me know if you see any issues there. So today again is back day, and the back is a really important muscle group to me because of what it represents to me in terms of how far I've come along, where I used to be and where I am going. That is something I always talk about, progress, right? I want everyone to find some progress in their life, where they're trying to lose weight, build muscle, get a little bit better at games, get a little bit better at the game of life. I want everyone to find a way to progress, whether it be small steps, whether it be big steps. Because, you know, if we get stagnant in things, it's not good. I'm not saying we should always be progressing every step of our life, but have some sort of focus, a purpose, something to put our energy towards. Because as humans, we do really well when we have a little bit of stress. Not too much stress, not too little stress, but somewhere in the middle. I saw this one study about how it's like a U shape of stress. Actually, it should be like this, where too much stress is bad for obvious reasons, right? Too much stress, you're gonna get cortisol, you're gonna have other issues, a lot of bad issues from stress, right? But too little stress, life is too easy, you have no challenge, you get bored, you have no purpose, you lose your focus. And that is something to think about. That is something that is, we always need something to focus on. We always need some purpose, some focus, and so that's what I talk about progress. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you've got something that you are thinking about, that you are working on. And so, knowing where I used to be in terms of my back, and how I used to be at the point where I could barely walk, right? I talk about that a lot. My back really was that bad, and it's seeing that on back day, I am doing weighted pull-ups. This is something I never thought I would do, by the way. Weighted pull-ups is, I saw those guys at the gym doing weighted pull-ups, and I thought, like, man, I'm never gonna be able to do that. I can barely do like 3 pull-ups, right? That's where I used to be. I can barely like, do 1. But you know, it's important to not give up, hang in there, all that stuff, all that good stuff that people always talk about in terms of hanging in there. But it's just, you know, take the little things in life that you can do, the little accomplishments, because it's not anyone else's race, it's your race. You're racing against yourself. Don't view it as like you're trying to oh, I'm gonna die here, I need to get out of here. Too much crap to deal with. Don't view this as you're competing against someone else in terms of fitness, because when it comes to your health, everyone's gonna be starting from a different point, right? Everyone's gonna have a different point that they're starting from. And alright, I'm gonna try to fight. Okay, I need to focus on that thought in a second. I need to get out of here. I'm facing a 2-on-1 that I probably cannot win. But their main tank is busy fighting me. This is a very good thing, because their main tank is much more useful than what he is doing right now. Ah! I feel pretty good about that double kill. Sometimes in the game, your goal should be to distract and hold back a lot of their team. I, as one person, held back 2 to 3 people on their team, and plus I got a kill and a half. But they're pushing through this very fast right now, so I think they have a Bastion on them. They have a Bastion on the turret. So I'm gonna try to delay this. I have to delay this. That Roadhog of theirs is very good. He is a very good Roadhog. I'm gonna have to watch out for him. So anyway, I was just saying, having a little bit of stress in your life is a good thing. Having, trying to find some stress, something in our lives to focus on is a great thing. And so, for my back, coming from where I've come from to where I am now, I'm doing weighted pull-ups. That to me is something I use to remind myself of how far I've come. How far I've come and where I'm going, right? There's a lot of other bros out there who are very buff, who could do much more weighted pull-ups. Hey, Kat, good to see you. There's a lot of other bros out there. I'll answer your question in just a second. A lot of other bros out there who do lift way more than me. They can lift so much more. We're lifting 45 pounds for a weighted pull-up is kind of pitiful to them. They're like, oh, that's easy. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to progress as far as I can. To reach my genetic limit. To push myself where I can go. So that's just kind of about, a little about the show. All the things I talk about. Trying to find that purpose, that focus in your life. That motivation, that progress. All that stuff. So, ooh, that is a dicey situation. Okay, I can't beat her. I'm gonna have a hard time with that. So I'm gonna sneak in here with my teammates. My teammates are back here. There's 2 of them. Not sure what they're doing. It's just a Hanzo. I don't want to fight with that. I want to fight Roadhog. I'm gonna answer your question in just a second, Cat. Got an intense battle here. Whoa, I blocked his ult. Just barely, but he's coming for me. I can feel it. But anyway, Cat, no. The people on here are actually pretty friendly, even if you're bad. Overwatch is a great game if you like MOBAs, but hate toxic people, because the rounds are really short. The rounds last, they last, like, anywhere between 4 to 10 minutes, I would say on average. 4 to 10 minute games. So if you are bad at everything you do, as long as you're at least picking someone that's semi, you know, even if you pick someone bad, it doesn't matter. Most of the people are they're kind of just doing their own thing because it's quick play, right? It's not, I'm not doing anything super crazy here. I'm not playing competitive right now. It's quick play. People just move on because the game ends, you know, you move on, right? There's always gonna be toxic players, but compared to a MOBA like League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, Dota, all those games, this game generally has a lot of toxic players because you have to invest much less time until the game loses. If you're getting stomped, the game's over in 4 minutes, like maybe even 2 minutes on some levels. But at the same time, it's really fun because even if you're not good at FPS games, there is a lot you can do for certain characters. Certain characters really don't depend on aiming mechanics nearly as much as others. Woo! So, they're about to win this. I'm gonna turtle up here, heal. I'm gonna drop my ult to try to buy some time because we're about to lose this. We really are. So, I've at least trapped. I froze them, hopefully spared my teammates. Because as Mei, I do a lot of hard control, crowd control. I freeze people, I slow them down, I stun them. I'm not the best killer, but I do a lot of damage. I think I'm about to lose this one anyway. But overall, it's a great game. If you like it's like Team Fortress 2 and MOBAs. Team Fortress 2 and MOBAs got married. That's how I describe this. I should have turtled. I had tunnel vision on Bastion. I wanted to kill him so badly because people hate Bastion. I hate Bastion. And I got too distracted with that tunnel vision, and I should have turtled. I should have played more defensively, but I got way too cocky with that. You know, certain characters really draw people's aggro. Mei and others. I need to get on this now. We have to take them down to stop it. We have to put this in basically overtime for a very long time. We got 0.1 meters to go. They just need to sneeze on this and it'll move forward. As soon as one of us dies, they're gonna win. But hopefully we can cut them off. Alright, I need to change character. I need to look at changing characters possibly. No, actually, Mei's gonna be a pretty good choice. I'm gonna stick with Mei. Justin, good stuff today. I'm gonna answer your question in just a minute. I'm going to hopefully drag this out for 4 minutes of intense last-minute finish line gameplay. Because like it's seriously like 4 meters. We're finally pushing the point back. But it's not looking good for us. It really is. We have 4 minutes to do this. It's almost like it's gonna take a miracle for us to stop them. Oh, sorry, Winston. I totally screwed over our Winston. Oh, Dragon Death. No good. And I lagged out. Ugh. Oh, but I'm alive again. Whew. Wow, this is really close. Like, I can't believe we're pushing them back this far after everything they've done to us. Right? They've been pushing our poop in for a very long time, and here we are. We're actually pushing them back to their spawn. Right? This is like a escort map, so it's like we're on attack, they're on defense. And, ooh, I can't believe I mid-aired her like that. I feel pretty good about that. Sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to die back there. Oh, Winston survived. I sealed Winston in with the wall because I thought, like, okay, he's done for. I don't want to deal with this. Okay, I'm trying to make Bastion lose his ult by killing him. Well, he got pushed away, so that worked out really well for us. I cannot believe this, folks. We had so much time, so little time. They were all the way like 0.1 meters, seriously, from the point, and now we pushed them all the way back here. I can't believe this is actually happening. I'm gonna die though right now. I can feel it. I'm gonna get pinned. So Justin, I'm gonna answer your question now. Admiral Contras, 11 sets, 6 to 8 reps, 20 minutes, cycling machine with HIT. Is that good or bad? And now, ooh. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't answer your question right now. That's a deep question, but let me, for all the viewers, anyone who's watching right now, tell us again your goals. Just for everyone else, restate it. You are trying to lose weight first, then build muscle after, right? Or you're kind of okay with both. You are doing a very deep cut, very strong calorie deficit, if I remember correctly, and that is something about your workout. And are you planning on incorporating more workouts into your more weightlifting and less cardio? Are you planning on doing that? So I'm gonna answer your question after this because this is like one of the most intense games I've played in a long while. About 1 minute. I seriously cannot believe we have held them off this long. Alright, my ult is back up. I'm gonna have to jump in here ASAP and bust that ult to keep them at bay.
That could have gone better.
My ultimate is ready.
Heroes never die.
Ooh, nice. Nice ult. Damn. He did a good, they both busted their ults. The Earth Shatter, Reinhardt, the guy with the big hammer. Both stunned like all of us. Alright, we've got 15 seconds. This has to be like the comeback of the month for me. I'm trying to keep them off the point. Ah, I messed up my wall placement. Either way, Bastion's not on the point. I'm not worried about him. I am much more worried about these other guys, these other bros, doing damage to us, taking us down. We're in overtime now. Now it's just a matter of, is anyone going to die and lose the point? Oh, I'm back alive again. Hanzo's my main targets, because I'm a pretty strong counter to him, especially when I get in front of his face. We're pushing them up. We're about to win this. I cannot believe. Wow. That was a good game. That was a very good game. Okay, I'm gonna do another set, weighted chin-ups, followed by, and I'm gonna keep talking about answering Justin's question. Very good questions, Justin. And Kat, let me know if you're you still have questions about the game. Like, seriously, get it. It's only 40 bucks. A ton of fun. We can play together, and you'll learn a lot on this channel about how to play too. All right. So I did 5 reps, writing that down, and now I'm gonna go back to answering Justin's question. So, so Justin did 11 sets of crunches, 6 to 8 reps each, and 20 minutes of cycling machine with HIIT. Let me ask you about the abdominal crunch. Abdominal crunch, 6 to 8 reps. Now, when we do 6 to 8 reps, are you doing 6 to 8 reps to failure, or are you just doing one set, 6 to 8 reps, and then you still have some energy left? Because doing something to failure, what that means is you are doing, when you are doing a set to failure, that means you can, like if you did 8 reps to failure, that means at the 8th rep, that was the last rep that you could do where you had good form. Because anything after that, that means you had bad form and you couldn't do it correctly, so that's why you stop at 8 reps. For example, so were you doing the 6 to 8 reps to failure? That's my first questions. And the second thing is, unless you enjoy doing abdominal crunches, I don't recommend them too much for a couple of reasons for your particular situation. I'm going to talk about your particular situation, why I think your energy is better spent elsewhere, because you're in a deep cut, right? His TDE, if I remember correctly, is in high 3,000 calories. He's aiming for about 1,600 calories a day. That's a very deep deficit, 40% deficit. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Right after I do this, I'm going to, as Lucio, I'm going to try to fly over. I'm just being crazy. I'm going to try to fly over all of this to get to the point. I totally got destroyed as soon as that door opened. Yep, big mistake on my part. Never hide by the door. She had a perfect headshot on me. Oh, man. I'm going to try it one more time, though. I'm going to go up there one more time. Because as Lucio, I can do this thing where I wall ride over to the point and get past their defense. So I'm going to try this out one more time before I go stick with the team. Nope. Well, now that works. Alright, made it over here. But I am going to die from that friggin' turret and shotgun. Anyway, so Justin's also, he's trying to cut down to 190. And he is also, he's been working out since April, so it's relatively new. So I'm really glad you're here. But let's answer the question. So, abdominal crunches. When and why should we do abdominal crunches to begin with? In general, the short answer is I don't think it's that necessary for your situation. So, abdominal crunches are good when you have you're already pretty lean. When you're already pretty lean, what you can do is you can then when you're lean, you can actually see some ab definition. Then you can start doing crunches. You can start adding in ab workouts because you're actually seeing the difference then. If you don't have a lot of ab definition, then if you already have a high body fat percentage and you want to see your abs, your goal is I want to see my abs, because that's what a lot of our goals are, right? We want to look good, feel good, do something for our body, feed our brains, feed our bodies, and try to you know, get some aesthetics, get some practical strength, right? That's a good, reasonable goal for most people to do something like that. So, when it comes to something, oh, this sounds bad. When it's something like that, you want to see your abs, you want to drop your body fat percentage. At that point, what you need to do is really just focus on trying to cut down and control your calories, right? But let's say you're already doing that. If you're already tracking your calories pretty well, you're eating at a nice calorie deficit, and it's sustainable, things are going pretty well there, and you want to go to the gym and work out some more. So why do I say this ab workouts are just okay, they're not that good of a workout? Well, because there's other stuff you can spend your energy on. If you're in a calorie deficit, doesn't matter who you are, oh, this is a bad place to be. If you're in a calorie deficit, chances are your volume will suffer. What's volume? See, there's certain definitions for a workout. Let's talk about them. Intensity, frequency, volume, reps, sets. What are these things? So reps and sets, basically if you're going to do one set of push-ups, you're going to do 8 reps, 3 sets of 8 reps for push-ups, for example. Then that means what you're going to do is you're going to do one set is you're executing 8 push-ups, and then the second set you rest some time, and then you do another set of 8 push-ups. That's like set number 2, and then you kind of keep this up. You keep this up. You do sets, right? Sets and reps. What is intensity? Intensity is the higher the intensity, the less reps you can perform in a given set. So, for example, Olympic athletes, those guys do very high intensity workouts. They are basically doing such heavy lifts, they can execute only 1 rep, and then they are done, and they're too tired to do any more. That's intensity. What is volume? Volume is you are what's the word? I can't think right now because I'm fighting 3 people at once. Volume is the total number of reps and sets that you do in a given day. So my volume for my workouts are pretty high. I do many exercises and I do a lot of reps. Like total number of reps in the day for me is like 50 to 100 reps. It depends on the day. It's a lot. So it's very high volume, high intensity, high volume are the workouts I do. Frequency is how frequently are you doing your workouts. So my frequency is once a week. I do chest day once a week. I do back day once a week. I do shoulders once a week. I do legs and abs once a week, and then I do arms day once a week. So that's the frequency. So now that I define those terms, let's talk more specifically about your situation and why I think there's better exercises to swap out for your situation. So because you are new, anyone who's new to weightlifting should really focus on high intensity exercises, heavy compound. Okay, I say heavy compound a lot. Heavy compound meaning you're incorporating many muscle groups at once, right? Bench press, squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, overhead press. These types of exercises are very good when it comes to hitting multiple muscle groups. Compound exercises are one of the best muscle growers, period. Hands down. When you are doing a heavy compound exercise, it is very hard for your body to not respond. Your body is forced to respond, which is why I always say, for any given exercise for the day, start with the heavy compound stuff. When you have the most energy to perform your best, to give it your all, so that way you can stimulate the most muscle growth. Because whether you're bulking or cutting, for most of us, the goal is we want to build muscle, right? Building muscle is a good thing for all kinds of health benefits. So building that muscle is best done with heavy compound exercise. So I talk about your situation about cutting down the exercises because of volume. It is hard to do high volume when you are cutting. When you're in a calorie deficit, it is very difficult to work out intensely for an hour. Like, let's say, for example, your workouts lasted 1 hour when you're like at a good healthy calories, like maintenance calories or bulking calories. But then when you go into cutting calories, you just don't have the energy. You don't have the energy to sustain the kind of volume that you did before. Maybe it'll go down from 60 minutes to 40 minutes. We'll go from 60 to 30. It's going to depend on each person, each situation. But the point is the volume gets hard. So what exercises should you cut down to? I'll answer that in just a second. Oh, we got double symmetry. I'll get off of that. Let me get, I'll do Junkrat. Junkrat's a lot of fun. And write down my reps. Alright, so what exercises should I cut down to? I would say basically take the workout routine that I have. It's up to you if you can do all 5 days. You can basically just do the first 3 to 4 exercises in each day and focus on, again, doing the compound exercises. If you have the energy to do more, go ahead and do more. But because you are relatively new to this, it's going to be difficult to do all this. I suggest you just take it easy. The first few weeks of doing this, focus on form. Make sure you have the right form. Make sure you are executing all of those moves properly, such that you are not going to injure yourself. So even though I say do bench press 4 to 6 rep range, where meaning you do only 4 to 6 reps and you're too tired to do any more. So that kind of doing that is something I would say by after a few months of doing heavy compound exercises where you feel pretty confident in your form, then start getting to the point where it's so heavy you can only do 4 to 6 reps. Whew, got a little cooked. So so Justin, I'm guessing you don't go to the gym, right? So you're only basically you're working out with stuff at home. For body weight exercises, it's going to be pretty good as a beginner. If you are a beginner, you can still get a lot done with body weight exercises. But the question is, how long will that last? How long will it be until you plateau? And so for you, it could take months. It could take a year. You know, you can get a lot done. That has to do with the second fundamental regarding training, which I will talk a little bit more. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. The 2 fundamentals, right? Diet and training. I always talk about that because everything comes back to that. But before I talk about that, I'm going to focus more on your question, body weight exercises. So, are you in the U.S., by the way? What else? And I asked about if you're in the U.S. and is there gym equipment you can buy? So, or maybe go to a gym. Either one. Now, there's a lot of options for you. It's going to depend on what it is you want to do, how much space you have. I have a gym Google Doc down below, gym item shopping list. You can look at some of the stuff I recommend on there. So with body weight stuff, you can get a lot done. I do recommend a pull-up bar because a pull-up bar is going to it's going to get a lot done for you. A pull-up bar is going to be like the one piece of equipment I would recommend because a pull-up bar is you know, working out the back exercises, the back muscles. It is actually pretty difficult to do that without ooh, I'm a dead man. It's pretty difficult to do back exercises without a pull-up bar. So, hey, Mr. Snake Doctor, welcome back to the channel, man. Good to see you. We're just talking about body weight exercises for Justin here. What can he do at home? So, what I was going to say is, if you can just get one piece of equipment, a pull-up bar for the door. I don't like pull-up bars for doors in general because they sometimes leave marks on the doors, so that's something to consider. Oh no, I accidentally pressed Q. I got a triple. How did I survive that? Oh, she shielded me. Zarya, my angel. Zarya shielded me. I would have certainly died for that nuke. And I foolishly pressed Q. I meant to press something else. But my finger slipped. I pressed Q, and then I felt like I wasted my ult. Okay, so it doesn't have everything at Justin's gym, but there's still a lot he can do. So you can modify things around. Try to find something that will work for your situation. Oh, cool. Driving to LA, huh? What are you doing in LA, Snake Doctor? And by the way, it is Mr. Snake Doctor, right? Or is it Mrs. Naked Octor? My wife saw that name. She's like, wait, Mrs. Naked? Who is that? I was like, no, I think it's Mr. Snake Doctor. You're reading it wrong. Oh, they're about to take this. I need to rush in there right away. Even though it's probably going to be certain death for me. I'm just trying to delay it. Likely throw my life away, but if my teammates can get over there, they might be able to make a play. Not looking good for us, though.
Fire at will.
No, they got it. Anyway, okay, so I'm guessing they have basic dumbbells there, right? They have basic dumbbells at your, oh, fun. That's right. You're going on your France trip. Only like less than a few months away. So if Justin at your place you have some dumbbells, you got some basic equipment, maybe some basic free weights, you can get a lot done. It's just gonna depend. You're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to find something that's gonna work for your situation. Understand what the lifts are that I'm recommending. Understand what they are and then what they're emphasizing, so you might be able to find something that works for you in that regard. You just understand what is a compound exercise and how to use their equipment for some compound exercises, then you can make it work for your case. So, but there's more to say about your situation. I'm gonna keep talking about that in just a second. Right after I try to get some kills. Nope, not gonna work. My ult is up, so I'm gonna go ahead and definitely bust this.
Back for more.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
All right. Oh, this is not good for me. They might bust this out pretty fast. Just gonna wait for his ult to end. Oh, they got it. They got it before I could get it. That's the fight I cannot win. I have to back out of there. Man, against Farah, it's not going to be easy for me to fight her. This game is nearly over, and I'm just going to hang out with Junkrat for now. So, Justin's situation, what else can you do? I would craft your workouts around however you can, make it work with the heavy compound stuff at the beginning, followed by, if you have energy, do whatever weightlifting you can do. Because you are new to weightlifting, your body's going to respond really well to a lot of exercises that you might be doing. So, since it's going to respond so well, you can do this stuff in your cut, and then do, oh, this is sweet. Sweet ult charge. I think I'm gonna die from this. I can't. Oh, how did I live? Alright, I think that's gonna be over for me. I think I'm about to win this right now. Alright, I need to bust my ult as soon as I spawn. Ah, they want it. Alright, I'm gonna do my next set of chin-ups. I'm gonna resume talking about Justin's good questions.
Play of the game.
Oh, hey, look at that. Play of the game. This is probably that one where I accidentally yep, this is it. I accidentally pressed Q. It worked out. I don't know how I survived. I really don't. I should have died. But I got a triple kill out of that. So, like, Zarya, again, my hero. So, that worked out well.
Epic.
Excellent.
Now arriving at Phoenix. Prepare to attack.
Alright, write down my reps. I did 4.5, and I'm going to set up for my next exercise, T-bar rows.
Our world is worth fighting for.
Oh, yeah!
Do not deviate from the plan, and victory will be ours.
Thanks.
Enough waiting around. Let's get out there.
My thanks. Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round.
Alright, so in Justin's case, he has a apartment gym or something like that. He has a gym that he can go to. They don't have full equipment. They got some stuff. So how do you craft a workout plan to work for you? focus on, again, your ultimate goal should be trying to find a way to make it work for your heavy compound lift. So let's say, for example, if they have a chest press machine, and that is the only chest exercise that you can do with their stuff. Chest press, you see the difference between a chest press and doing bench press, there's not a huge difference. They both work the chest and some, basically, it's compound exercise, works your chest, you work your triceps and your front shoulders as well. But the difference is, you're going to be using a lot of stabilizer muscles doing bench press as opposed to the chest press machine. And those muscles, you're missing out on that. So I would say do some sort of free weights instead. I should have finished him. I did a panic wall. Whatever, I made him waste his ult, which definitely feels pretty good. Oh, well, he got me. So, if you cannot do a bench press, if they don't have a straight bar for you to use, you can still use dumbbells to do dumbbell chest press. Basically, dumbbell bench press is essentially what you're doing. So you can do that for your first exercise. Get some heavy dumbbells where you're only doing 4 to 6 reps. Again, if you're new, if you're a beginner, then you should be working your way into that. Focus on the form. Give your body time to adjust. Oh, I panicked for a second. I thought that was the whoop, I'm dead though. I'll try to keep them off this point so we can convert it to our side. So, do something with dumbbells. For example, if they have a dumbbell set, you can do dumbbell bench press. That can be your first exercise for the day, and then hopefully they have an incline bench. If they have an incline bench, then you can do incline dumbbell press afterwards. You can eventually do chest press. I just think it's a good idea if you can. This is a trap, man. It is so dangerous to try to chase Junkrat. So try to make something work. You do chest press later in your exercise. So for 3 exercises, let's say, your first one. Oh, I cannot win that on a run. For your first couple exercises, do the free weight stuff, and then transition into something else, like do the chest press machine. Okay, so that's what I would recommend for that.
Heroes never die.
Now, for my workout, I'm crafting my own workout right now. I'm changing up back day, by the way. I usually do a set exercise for back day, but I am changing it. And I know, Justin, you're asking about when should you consider changing. This is one of those times where back day is something that I want to work on. I want to change some things up because there are some exercises where I don't feel like I'm really getting that good of a workout out of it. I feel like my form, slight problems with it. Woo, that was too close. Some slight problems with my form I need to improve on. It might be a good idea to change up the exercises. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to be changing up my exercises today. I'm going to experiment with some new ones. Now, whenever I do a new exercise, I don't go full balls to the wall as hard as I can to failure with super heavy weights. I work my way into it. I try to figure out the form because form, you know, anyone who's never done an exercise before, intermediate or advanced, I guarantee you their first few reps of their form will never be perfect. I'm going to do a quick set right now of T-bar rows.
Score 1-0.
All systems checked out.
All right.
Combat money. Thank you.
So, the first few sets you do of any new exercise, your form's gonna have issues. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn how to adjust your form over time. So, never push yourself to failure the first time you do any exercise. You have to learn it. You have to do that mind-muscle connection. Figure out how to engage your engage the right muscles. And the backs, in my opinion, the upper back is such a notoriously difficult muscle group to engage correctly. It can be very hard to get your back muscles to engage properly, because so often we will end up cheating ourselves by using our where the forearm or the biceps come into play. Because like doing chin-ups, for example, chin-ups is where the palms are facing you. It's yeah, Lucio's really annoying. Doing chin-ups is very easy to cheat with your oh, sorry, Mercy, I totally screwed you. It is very easy to do your chin-ups by engaging your biceps. Engaging your biceps too much. So you engage your biceps too much, you're essentially taking your back out of the equation. You're cheating yourself in a sense. So having a mentally knowing the which muscle groups you're trying to work, mentally making sure that you engage them correctly, that's hard to do sometimes. So sometimes I'll change up my workouts and try something new. I've been doing my back exercises, the same routine for, I want to say at least 6 months. I'll swap out like one exercise here and there, but it's been a pretty consistent workout. So at the end of this one, at the end of my back day, I'm gonna throw in a few other workouts and just see how they feel. Okay, chasing Reaper's a bad idea, but I think he's wounded. Nope, he is not wounded anymore. I tried to wall him off to end his ult. Could not get it off in time, unfortunately. So he got a pretty nice kill. I might even play the game.
Everyone is counting on me. Knocking them off.
All right, we need to get in there right now. Try to throw this into overtime.
I'm on the objective. Come join me. Setting up on
Wow,
the
we're taking it.
objective.
We might be able to actually do this. This is going to be very difficult, though, of course. Alright, Roadhog's gonna be off in the zone. I can't deal with him. Wow, we're holding them off.
Heroes never die.
Nope. I tried to do my shift first. I couldn't get it in time, unfortunately. So basically, I'm just saying I'm gonna work in a few other exercises today. I'm gonna try them out, see if I really feel that engagement. If I feel that engagement of the right muscles, I might add it to my routine and swap out some other things. Wow, there's a lot of death coming in here after us. Ah!
Defenses on the point.
Yep, down I go. Alright, they took the point back. It is in overtime right now. We must be on there at all times. Otherwise, the overtime counter will run down. We took it back. Wow. I can't believe we might actually win this. This would be hilarious if we actually won.
Consolidate our defenses on the point.
Oh, and down you go, Lucio. Okay, Reaper's gonna win this matchup. I want to just back away from him. Pharah has very little presence on the point. She's actually gonna lose this for them because she can't get in there and actually make herself effective. I think she's trying to distract, but she's unfortunately... Please give me a revive. Yes! Got a revive. Wow, we went from 99% to 0%.
Teleporter online.
I'm trying to charge the wheel. Oh, the wheel fell off. All right, we won that. I'm doing our set of T-bar rows.
Play of the game.
I know that Junkrat threw it off the cliff. All right, so Justin asked a good question about his cardio. Right, so cardio, there's 3 types of cardio, and Justin, he was talking about his workout routine. He was doing some exercises. He did some weightlifting. Doing weightlifting first, by the way, before cardio, always a good idea if your goal is to build some muscle. And again, you are a Justin is a beginner. He started working out in April. There is something magical that happens in the first few months to 6 months to maybe even a year of when you are beginning weightlifting. Oops. Oh, well, I'll play with it next time. Next round. So there's something magical that happens called newbie gains. You are able to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. So it's a really great time, even if you're cutting, even if you're a calorie deficit and your body is not in a good spot to build muscle, it is not in a good caloric environment to build muscle, you can still build a lot of muscle because of newbie gains. Your body is kind of just forced to respond since you are weightlifting. You are exposing your body to new stimulus and is going to respond. So, he's doing his weightlifting first, which is good. Now let's talk about the cardio aspect. He was doing cardio, HIIT. There are 3 types of cardio, and they all have their pros and cons. HIIT, steady state cardio, and low intensity steady state cardio, the basically walking, incline walking. So HIIT, very time efficient. You can burn a lot of calories, very short amount of time. It is good for muscle building because it stimulates your body's it stimulates your body's what's the word? It stimulates and stresses your body in the same way to oh, I gotta do an emote really quick. Gotta look cute. So it stimulates muscle growth in a similar way weightlifting does. That kind of high intensity, very good for trying to basically build that muscle. So it doesn't deteriorate your muscle. It doesn't take away from your muscle, eat away your gains, like doing too much steady state cardio can. All right, it's not looking good for me here. I had 3 of them in there facing me. I really hope my team was able to make a play while I was dead. That is really my hope to that. So HIIT, very good for fast, burning a lot of calories very quickly. What's the downside of HIIT? It is hard to do correctly, right? On HIIT, you have to be pushing yourself super hard. If you're not pushing yourself like at a 9 out of 10 in terms of intensity, then you're not going to be doing, you're not going to be getting all the benefits from HIIT. All right, Zenyatta's going to destroy me. I need to back out of here. I'm actually going to do more damage to these guys out of my mech than I would if I was inside my mech. So let me backing up and baiting them to come back out here after me. Oh, she healed in time. Get my mech. Okay, my ult is ready. I'm gonna be probably dumping this ult to keep them away to buy time for our team. Not that I'm trying to get kills with D.Va's ult, I'm trying to force them away from the point. Force them to essentially give us that time, because now we basically cap the point. And I delayed them long enough to do that.
You have my thanks.
Now my goal as D.Va, I'm looking to fight Turbjorn. I'm looking to fight those turrets. Trying to, there we go, caught him off guard. I caught him before he could get his teleporter up. I think I'm definitely gonna die here in my neck. Ah, I lived. Wow, that was really fast. Okay, I'm gonna do my next set of T-bar rows, but this time I'm gonna do close grip.
Play of the game.
Alright, and write down the numbers. So HIT, great, saves time, burn tons of calories, good for muscle building, hard to do correctly. Steady state cardio, jogging, long distance cycling. This is good again to burn lots of calories, but it is easier to do the HIT. The problem is there are negative health benefits for doing it for too long. If you're regularly doing this past an hour, it's going to hurt some of the muscle growth. It can have negative benefits on your heart.
Prepare your defenses.
Again, it's not like you go and jog one time for 55 minutes, all of a sudden you throw away all your muscle and you destroy your heart. No. Not like that at all. It's just long term. To do this all the time, running marathons, it is actually bad for your body. Look up marathon runner heart problems. It's a real thing. That you burn muscle. Your body starts to strip away amino acids. Use that as a fuel source, which is not good if you're jogging for too long, or cycling for too long, or whatever. It's not as big of a deal as people would make you think. Because like if you Google it a little bit, you'll see like really bad clickbait articles out there saying it's the end of the world if you jog, and that's just BS. It's not. Don't listen to clickbait. I hate clickbait stuff. So steady state cardio has its pros and cons. Now, what about LISS cardio? LISS steady state cardio
Incoming.
is also pretty good. I like LISS. It's very easy to do. It's most of the calories burned come from fat, but it takes a long time to do it. You have to be doing low intensity steady state cardio much longer than
Turret in place.
if you were, for example, doing HIT or steady state cardio. So there are, obviously downsides to pros and cons to everything. Find something that's sustainable for you. So in
Attackers incoming.
Justin's question earlier, I'm taking a very long time to answer this question, but I'm doing a very roundabout way. So Justin is wondering about his situation, just HIT at the end. Good stuff. Is a time saver. Definitely keep it up if you are looking to burn as many calories as you can in a short amount of time. And the reason why is because a lot of people will have a hard time doing steady state cardio for a long time on top of a normal workout, on top of doing a workout. Doing a very long workout where you are doing weightlifting for like 40 minutes, and then on top of that you're also doing like steady state cardio for an hour. It's very hard to do. It takes a long time to do that, and not everyone has time for that. On top of that, the energy requirements I was talking about earlier, it can just be very tough to actually sustain that. So the point is, HIT is good stuff. I think that's good. I think the main thing that I would definitely change in your workout routine is just changing up the workout, doing more of the heavy compound lifts on whatever day you are targeting, and get the form down right. It's gonna take some energy. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to learn these things because you're new to weightlifting, right? Anytime someone's new to weightlifting, it's going to take time to get the form down correctly. It's gonna take time to get good at what you're trying to do, and that's okay. Take your time. Look up videos on YouTube that talk about form that gives you a good idea about what to do. And that's what I recommend for your stuff. So figure out a workout routine based on the equipment that you have. And yeah, just work on it, lift, track your numbers, track your calories, track your lifts to make sure you are progressing.
Send teleporter online. We move swiftly. Helden sterben nicht. You are shielded. Sentry turret placed.
I gotta try to drop my turrets down really quick. I'm gonna die here, but that's okay. We got that kill, we held them off. My teleporter is up. So now my teleporter is up, we can reinforce the front lines very quickly. We do that in a very quick manner. So, need to get back over there and drop my turret some more. Oh, it feels so good to destroy him.
The path is closed.
Because, what do you call it? I got a teleporter. Where's a teleporter? I gotta find this teleporter. Got 3 turrets up. I need to put up some more turrets as soon as I find their teleporter.
They have a teleporter.
Ah, double tanks in my face. It's gonna be hard to deal with. All right, they might take this from us now. Actually,
My work is
if
not
they do, I'm gonna strip characters.
You are shielded.
Yeah, they got this. I'm gonna back up and change characters to someone that's gonna do a better job countering some of their characters. I'm gonna do Reaper. Reaper will melt their tanks, and I'll be able to face melt a lot of their team as Reaper.
Got a teleporter somewhere.
As Reaper, I need to flank around, look to ninja around, get the sneak attack on them. Winston's the one I want to fight. I will absolutely melt his face. Genji also do pretty well too. I just need to watch for his deflect. Once his deflect is down, then he doesn't really stand a chance. His deflect is probably back up, so I need to wait for it. Yep, there it is. He busted his deflect. A little bit low health though. I need to get this health back. Ah, I got stuck in the stupid wall. So trying to figure out your own workout routine is going to be just something every one of us is going to have to figure out a little bit on our own. It is one of those things that you have to tweak, experiment with. Make sure you're feeling good with whatever your workout is. Make sure you're hitting the right muscles. You're not injuring yourself. You're not feeling bad. And try to focus on the fundamentals for training, which is going to be about... I need to get out of here. Which is going to be about making sure that you are doing the heavy compound stuff, followed by doing some isolation work towards the end, higher rep range stuff towards the end, if you have the energy to do that kind of volume. See, as Reaper, I'm having so much fun. Most of these matchups, I am going to do really well against.
Experience tranquility.
Their Genji is dead. Their Mercy is way dead. So they blew through the first point decently quickly, but we're going to destroy them here. They're not pushing past this this defense of ours. Okay, they have a teleporter nearby. I'm gonna look for it. I think it's down here. Hey, Tarl 330, welcome to the show. Glad it's not lagging. I was getting some weird stuff earlier. Ooh, walked right into that orb. Alright, I'm gonna back up and heal. Wait for my Zenyatta to heal me. And I'll be looking for some more flanking goodness. I'm gonna teleport up there.
Death comes.
Okay, versus Reaper and a Genji. No way I'm gonna win that. I'm gonna wait for them to come forward. I'm gonna heal a little bit more, then I'm probably gonna bust my ult. I don't wanna hold on this forever. I feel like I've been holding on to my ult for quite a while.
They have a teleporter. Find it. The enemy's teleporter is no more.
Ah, lag. Rubber banding around. But anyway, Tarl, welcome to the show. This is my live stream where I work out, play games, do the things that you love. I work out from home, and I encourage others to work out together. And I try to talk about building muscle, burning fat, and what are some of the considerations to do. It's kind of like a fitness, gaming, talk show hybrid. So welcome, for sure. And feel free to ask questions anytime. Man, I swear I hit shift in time. I must be rubber banding again. This has been happening a little bit more these days. So, yeah, I was just helping Justin here, trying to dial in his workout, talking about how to create your own workout. What are some things to consider for that? So, there's this guy on Reddit I was helping today with chest. He was looking for tips on chest day, had a hard time trying to do his chest day, couldn't get his chest to grow. And that's something that speaks near and dear to my heart, because I also had a hard time trying to get my chest to grow. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I was trying to do some chest workouts. Oh, can't beat that. Not the two of them. Need to back up. Oh, this is not gonna work well for me. I might just bust my ult in here, actually. If I can get 2 kills. Ah, and he stole the health from me. He scared me off the health, and then I reacted very poorly to that. I should have just stuck on the health, even though he was right next to me. So I was helping a guy with a chest workout, and he wasn't sure what to do. And so I gave him my chest workout, which goes back to the fundamentals. The second fundamental of training, heavy compound lifts, is one of the best ways to get your muscles to respond via progressive overload. What is progressive overload? Progressive overload is, you know what, I need to get out of here. I'm lagging too much to fight him one-on-one like that. So, progressive overload is where you are progressively doing a heavier and heavier lift and getting stronger and stronger. Your body, we had dual ults facing each other. That's pretty funny. I think we're about to win this. So I'm gonna keep talking about progressive overload, the chest exercise stuff I was trying to help this guy with pretty soon, right after we finish this bro. Overtime's gonna drag down. Oh, never mind. This might actually not go as I thought. All right, I think we got this now. All right, we got this. I'm gonna do my next set today on back day, which is gonna be close grip rows.
Play of the game.
Helden sterben nicht.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Alright, my friend wanted me to invite him to the group. So let me invite him really quick. Alright, so my next workouts. You know what, actually, I'm going to be dropping out of here soon, out of the game, to focus on the last few sets. I'll be doing those shortly, but the next few workouts, I'm going to be changing up for my back day. I'm adding in some new workouts, and they're going to be essentially, I'm going to do what's called cable pullovers, followed by close grip lat pull downs, and then some lat pull-ins. These are new exercises I haven't done before, so I'm experimenting them and I'm going to be trying them out to see how they feel and see if I can get a better workout out of them. So, Justin has a great question here. I'm going to be answering that in just a second after I finish up my thoughts on the chest day thing. So, told that guy, focus on basically doing high intensity, a lot of volume too. High intensity, 9 to 12 sets, heavy exercises for a particular muscle group, followed by, if you have the energy, do some more volume on that. And then through that, I was able to get my chest to grow quite a bit. So Justin has a question, another question here, another good question. Do basic exercises help cut down on weight? If it does, how many sets and reps to failure? A dollar crunch is not necessary, so I'm okay to do chest press and lat pull down, correct. So any exercise in general, you will be burning calories, right? If we ever move our body around, regardless of what we're doing, we're burning calories. So in terms of the big picture of your TDE deficit, your calorie deficit, yes, exercise in general will help you with your calorie goals. But it doesn't help a ton. Like if you work out for an hour, let's say, and you're doing, you know, some intense exercises, resting a few minutes between exercises, you're gonna burn maybe a couple hundred calories. You know, somewhere between 200 to 500 calories is a reasonable expectation. It depends on like how intense it is, what you're doing, and so forth. But in general, you're gonna find that you're gonna be burning an okay amount of calories, but not a ton, right? 500 calories, and 500 is a lot, by the way. You're probably not gonna be burning 500 calories that often. Oh, I'm gonna need to get away from here. I got stuck on the wall. Stupid stairwell. You're gonna be burning not a ton of calories. And so when it comes to losing weight, the amount of exercise you do is not nearly as important as cutting down the calories, in which this is something you already know. You're already doing the right thing by focusing on your calories, but to focus also on the exercise part, on the weightlifting part, is gonna help you build muscle. Helping you build muscle is gonna be important to do something it's going to be important to help you keep your metabolism higher in general. It's going to help you stave off damaged metabolism, because a damaged metabolism is where you basically starve too much, you lose too much muscle, and your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, will go too low. It gets too low where you are not able to burn the same amount of calories, and then you'll put the weight back on very quickly. That is damaged metabolism. So building muscle and maintaining muscle while you're in a steep deficit, the heavy compound exercises, doing weightlifting, the goal isn't so much to burn calories, although it's a nice benefit, of course. The main goal is you're going to be maintaining your muscle, so that way your body is still going to be able to. It's not going to yo-yo back. You're trying to avoid yo-yoing back to a previous weight. You're trying to keep your body at a weight. You're trying to make it more sustainable, because generally people can eat more calories while they are on a weightlifting program. When you're lifting heavy, you could generally eat a little bit more calories than if you're just doing pure cardio, for example. Because those calories are also going to go towards things like retiring muscle. They're going to go towards other things like, I couldn't save you, buddy. They're going to go towards, it's going to be overall better for the amount of calories you can consume. That is one of the reasons why we weightlift while we are cutting. While we're in a calorie deficit, we weightlift to preserve that muscle, keep our metabolism strong. We don't want to lose that hard-earned muscle. We want to convince our body to keep that muscle even though we're in a calorie deficit. So a lot of people tend to find that more sustainable in the long term than doing something like essentially a starvation diet followed by lots of cardio. So a lot of people will do that. Starvation diet, they eat very low calories, and then they will do tons and tons of cardio. So that is the gist of it. So how many sets and reps to do to failure? Again, it's not going to matter too much. What we're looking for in terms of training is building muscle. Through doing training, we can convince our body to build muscle, to maintain muscle. Because keep in mind, our bodies are geared towards survival. Our bodies, up until the past 100 years or so, starvation was a problem for most humanity, right? Now, like the last 100 years in the U.S., it is very difficult to starve to death. For you to die of starvation, it is hard to do that in America, right? There's so much help, so much free food and food banks, stuff like that you can go to. But the point is, our bodies don't know that. Our bodies don't know that it is nearly impossible to starve to death. And so our bodies are still geared towards, extra calories, calorie surplus, store it. We're going to save that for a rainy day in case the harvest is bad or we can't hunt or we can't gather or something. So that is something to keep in mind. We are geared towards storing extra calories. And now we're in a calorie deficit, then our body is geared towards, okay, we need to survive. We need to start shedding unnecessary stuff like muscle. You see, one of the reasons why we lose muscle when we're in a calorie deficit is because, hey, thanks Tarl330. Hope to see you again. I will be streaming Monday through Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Talking about building muscle, burning fat, and talking about games too, working out from a home gym, all that kind of stuff. So hope to see you more. I will be here for the long term. Bring questions if you ever have any questions about anything. Because this is a stream, I want to make it interactive to try to help people.
Oh, let's break it. Damn.
So, back to what I was saying about survival. We're geared towards survival. If we are losing fat, if we are, I need to punch her. She's so close to death. Man, I missed her. So if we are geared towards survival, we are losing fat, then our body's gonna say, you know what, we can't afford all this expensive muscle. Muscle is calorically very expensive to hold on to, so our bodies are not going to hold on to it unless we give it a reason to hold on to it, right? I keep talking about we have to give our body a reason to do this because, again, our bodies are a fairly practical and predictable system for the basic things about weightlifting, building muscle, burning fat. It is fairly predictable, okay? When it comes to things like cancer or life-threatening illnesses, that's a little bit different, right? There's still a lot of things we don't understand about the body, but when it comes to calories in, calories out, trying to get your body to gain weight or lose weight, it is fairly predictable. We understand it pretty well. We understand how these systems work. Of course, there's always exceptions. Some people can have some weird disease or some weird mutation, something like that, which makes it difficult to build muscle, burn fat. But for 99.999% of us, we are in the same boat when it comes to energy balance, the first fundamental, second fundamental being training. So our bodies are fairly predictable in that sense. Now, so we have to, in a calorie deficit, we want to maintain that muscle, right? Oh, that was a bad place to be. So that's the reason why we lift while we are in a calorie deficit. Now, I keep talking about volume. You can reduce your volume because you don't need to stimulate that muscle growth, to stimulate telling your body to keep this muscle. You don't have to do a ton of volume. You can do a lot of intensity, right? 9 and 12 sets, high intensity, and just stop there because the intensity, the high intensity stuff, is one of the best ways to grow muscle. That's one of the best ways to stimulate muscle growth, especially in a calorie deficit. Which is why I say to do that. The extra volume at the end is not as necessary, and it can be very difficult when we are in a calorie deficit. You know, our bodies are so good at preserving fat and preserving our calories that there's a lot of stuff in there about how our bodies will, like in a calorie deficit, our bodies are will convince ourselves to reduce our energy levels, to reduce our activity. It's really weird, but when you're in a deep cut, you might notice this. One of the symptoms, or like one of the symptoms, but one of the feelings you get is you just feel a little more lethargic. You feel a little bit less, you're doing less. And it's more than just I feel tired. It's like your body seriously, it's like has a mind of its own, and you start doing some things. Can I save you, buddy? I'm trying to save you. Your body will start trying to find ways to cut the energy expense. And like, okay, like I have a treadmill desk, right? I walk a lot. But on days when I'm really low calorie, I can feel it. It's really weird. Like my body, I am naturally walking less. It is something mentally going on, a new mental wave, making it very difficult for me to try and walk a little bit more. It's so hard to explain, but our bodies do such a good job of convincing us to reduce our amount of energy we're expending every day. So our bodies are a bunch of dicks. You know, they're working against us when it comes to fat loss. So that being said, exercise is not the best way to lose weight. Exercise is the best way to build muscle. Calories is the best way to lose weight. But of course, the two really work in tandem. I got stuck. The two work in tandem. You have to do them together in order to build muscle, burn fat. Which is, again, the main topic of this show every night, because it is something that a lot of us want to do, right? Maybe you're playing games, maybe you're a father, you're a mother, you're a student, whatever it is. I think it's safe to say most of us would like to be a little more fit. Would like to build a bit of muscle, burn a little bit of fat, and it doesn't have to be complicated. That's one of the things I love talking about on this show. The fitness media has done a great job of overcomplicating things, making us giving bad advice when it comes to getting in shape. You know, I talk about it a lot, how they basically promote starve yourself, do lots of cardio, right? That's essentially what is promoted most of the time. I saw this funny video about this guy trying to lose weight. It says like step 1, eat healthy. You know, step 2, stop drinking soda. And then step 3, break up with your girlfriend. It's a joke. It's a comedy thing, but it kind of shows what our impressions are of how fitness should look. In his thing, he basically is eating chicken breast and broccoli every day, and it's a joke where he is he's basically eating chicken breast and broccoli, crying himself, crying tears in his food, and doing like hours and hours of jogging. And that is the impression a lot of people get. This is the wisdom most people take. This is what we believe in terms of the path to losing weight. But I'm here to tell you is you build muscle and you're gonna do some weightlifting. You're gonna have a much better time, much more sustainable time. Of course, everyone's different. Everyone does things a little bit different when it comes to their bodies, how their bodies react. Some people will probably do just fine on doing lots of cardio, but it's when we're not progressing, when we're plateauing, that's when we should be looking at is something wrong? Do we need to change something in our diet, to in our training, to make something work? Oh yeah, 20 breakfast burritos. What is in that? Dude, I'm getting really hungry right now. Like, I resumed cutting. So I was talking about this on my stream earlier, for anyone who doesn't know. I was going to bulk this week, but I changed my mind. I'm going to go back to cutting. And I'm going to go back to cutting. So I am going back to low calorie again. I'm trying to do a deeper cut. Oh, this is real bad for us. Wow, this is going to be really close. We might actually lose this, because I think they just team wiped us with that combo kill. Overtime is just, we're barely hanging in there. Reaper died. Overtime is counting down. I think we're going to lose this. Wow, that was a really good play on their part. So, meal preps and breakfast burritos. Egg whites, pinto beans. How much fat is in there? Boneless chicken. Man, this sounds really good. Maybe it's just because I'm a little bit low calorie today, but I am getting really hungry. Think about this. What kind of that is the best play of the game right there. Mercy rezzed everyone and then died. That is hilarious. Alright, so I'm going to leave this game and transition to the last part of this show, which I'm going to explain that in just a second. But 5 grams of fat. Wow, this is Mr. Snake Doctor, would you be okay with emailing me this recipe or even posting it here? I am going to meal prep breakfast foods, I want to say, in a month from now. And there's another meal prep recipe I want to post. It is not... I have 2 types. There's a croissant breakfast sandwich and this other type of bread breakfast sandwich. gonna explain those in a minute after I do my next set. So I'm again doing something new. This is called cable pullovers. I'm going to take the cable machine, the cable, and I'm gonna be kind of a straight arm, slight bend in the elbow, just focused on bringing it down. I'm doing like this. Okay, the main thing I'm trying to target here is the lats. And because I'm new to this, I'm doing a lightweight. I am mentally focusing on trying to engage these muscles. I am paying attention to this. So that is going to be my main muscle group I'm trying to target. So let me do a set right now. All right, so just some feedback on that. It was too heavy, and I stopped after a couple reps. I pulled off 5 pounds each size, pulled off 10 pounds, and I cut it in the middle of it because again I'm experimenting. I was doing the set, and I felt like okay, this is too heavy. I was starting to feel it in my triceps. Okay, it's not meant for triceps. It's not meant to be there. So because I was feeling it in the triceps, I was like, okay, hold on. I need to take a step back, lower the weight, focus on form. So I did that mid rep. I did like 12 reps, which is okay. You know, right now I don't care that much about reps right now because I'm experimenting. And Justin, I hope this is helpful for you because this is as a beginner to any new exercise, I am doing it light and really focused mentally on am I engaging the correct muscles? Am I engaging the lats right here? I'm trying to do that through this motion. So drop the weight. Try to get that target that right spot. I should change this the camera over to this now. I'm gonna do another set. I wanted to talk about alcohol today. When is I'm gonna talk about alcohol again because I partied a lot this past weekend, and you can work in alcohol in general to your exercising, your diet. It's not good though if you can just avoid alcohol and avoid liquid calories. It's always a good thing. Just avoid liquid calories. Now, Mr. Snake Doctor, I'm definitely gonna review this later. I'm gonna take a quick skim of what you're saying. It sounds pretty good. I see you're taking out the egg yolks. Maybe that's why you're able to get it really low fat. What size tortilla are you doing? 8-inch. So that's like 12 inches a burrito one. That's good to know. I might make some of these because man, I'm getting really hungry thinking about this. Again, I'm cutting right now. It is normal to feel a bit hungry, and that's okay. You feel hungry, but your body gets used to it. So I'm doing another set now. Again, towards the end of my workout, I'm doing higher rep range workouts in general. I'm doing shorter rest periods. I'm just doing 1 to 2 reps. 1 to 2 minute rests and jumping right back into the next exercise. Whew, I'm really feeling that. I am definitely feeling that. And Justin, so to give you an idea about what's going through my mind as I'm doing this. Okay, so first of all, when I'm done today, as soon as I'm done streaming, I'm gonna go back and review the YouTube videos I was looking at for the cable pull downs. I'm gonna review them again. Cable pullovers. I'm gonna review the videos again because the first time you do any exercise, you're gonna be missing stuff on your form. Something's gonna be wrong. So the second time I do it, I'm gonna rewatch, learn something new again as I am doing it. You're gonna constantly learn new things every time you do the exercise because it's new to you. You have to do that mind-muscle connection to get your body to know how to engage those muscles, right? So the second time around, I stretch my arms out a little bit further to take my triceps out of it. Again, I don't want to do my triceps. This is a lat pull down type exercise. I want to feel it right here. This is where I'm trying to feel it. So I'm doing little tweaks as I'm doing each set until I can feel it there. After a few weeks of feeling pretty good about my my cable pullovers, if I choose to take this exercise, I'm still not sold on it yet, but if I decide to adopt this exercise, then after a few weeks, I will really care about my progress. I want to make sure I'm lifting heavy, I am pushing myself hard to failure every time. So, teriyaki sauce, that's, how are the calories on that? I guess probably a little bit of that would probably taste pretty good. I like to do like some Mexican seasoning blend. I don't know, did you get the Cholula sauce, by the way? Have you tried Cholula? Because breakfast burritos, do a bit of Mexican seasoning, do some tortillas, Cholula sauce, 0 calories. It makes everything with eggs, tortillas, Mexican stuff taste so good. I'm getting really hungry here. I'm gonna do another set. So I'm just taking mental notes here, thinking out loud, try to give anyone who's trying to try a new exercise some background about what to think about. So I'm trying to do a new exercise here. I still feel a little bit in my triceps. I don't want the effort to be in my triceps. I'm already hitting my triceps 3 times a week. I don't want to be doing it today also. So I'm going to, after the stream's over, I'm going to rewatch some videos to check their form again, to make sure, see how they're not engaging their triceps and try to mimic that. So the next exercise I'm going to try is, I'm going to try a new one, close grip lat pull down. This is similar to the lat pull down. We get the wide bar. Instead, use a close grip. Try to, again, focus on these lats right here. I really want my lats to grow, so I'm going to do that through changing a couple exercises. I'm cycling out some exercises I didn't like that much, that I felt like I wasn't progressing in. I didn't feel like I was really engaging the right muscles, so I'm gonna change those out. And I'm going to do a loop box to, let's see what we get. So, getting one of these narrow grip rowers, I'll be doing a close grip lat pull down. All right, 8 reps on that. I stopped halfway. I stopped in the middle of that because I wanted to increase the weight. I could tell right away this is too light. Let me up the weight a little bit. So I stopped 2 reps in. I was like, all right, you know, I add some weight because I wasn't challenging my muscles enough. It felt pretty good. My lats, I feel like I'm gonna be blasted tomorrow. They're gonna be really sore because I can feel these exercises working my muscles in a different way. Not because you should change things up on a regular basis, but because it's important to realize if you don't have a good exercise that's not pushing yourself, then you should change it up to get a different exercise in there where you really feel the muscles getting engaged that you're trying to engage. Give any new exercise you're trying, give it a few weeks, maybe even a month or 2 before you give up on it, because a lot of times you need to See you in a second, Mr. Snake Doctor. I'm gonna read all your stuff for sure in a minute, but it's important to give it a chance. Any new exercise will always feel weird and awkward the first few times you do it. There's gonna be new things you're gonna learn about every time, and that's okay. So let me listen to a couple of these voice lines. I don't play Zenyatta, but why not? I'll equip that anyway. Alright, I'm gonna do another set right away. And I'll open another loot box. And so, Justin, does that make sense? Am I answering your questions? Let me know if I failed to answer anything, or if you have more information or something else that you're thinking about afterward. If there's like some new follow-up question you had. All right, so Justin, also, are you tracking? So I talk about tracking progress a lot in here. There's a lot of ways to track progress. I don't think I have time tonight to talk about that, but really quick, in your case, are you weighing yourself every day? Your goal is weight loss, right? Are you weighing yourself every day? And also, are you doing like a 5-day average? Because I recommend you do a 5-day average as you're tracking it, so that way you can make sure that week by week you'll get a much better picture if you have truly been dropping 1 to 2 pounds in the beginning. And this is important because you were on a very low calorie diet doing mostly cardio. I'm wondering if you have those numbers from before. And then if you change up your diet a little bit, add more protein, try to swap the calories around, add a little more protein, add in the weightlifting plus the cardio at the end, like do some HIIT at the end, is that going to give you better progress? Because I'm really curious about this. I really believe in everything I'm saying. And if what I'm saying is correct, what I'm thinking is correct, you're going to be losing weight at probably the same rate. However, you're going to be building muscle. So you're going to get stronger and build more muscle, and you're going to do a body recomp, even though you're losing weight at the same rate, which means you're going to, you're actually losing fat even faster than you were before because you're swapping it with muscle to replace it. So that's another thing too. Your weight progress might actually slow down a little bit in some cases because you're building muscle and burning fat at the same time in the beginning. So you're going to be kind of like swapping it around a little bit, which might sometimes make it look like you're losing weight slower. So in some cases, you might be losing weight slower, it seems, but you're actually building muscle. Other cases, you might actually maintain the same progress you're doing, which would be fantastic. You'll be going very quickly through all of your, you'll be going very quickly through trying to get the body that you want. All right, I'm going to do another set of close grip lat pull ups. I'm getting really tired. This is actually a really good one. All right, so now I'm gonna try one other exercise, lat pull-ins. I need to set this up really quick, and I'll show you what it is. I'll open another loot box.
The outcome was never in doubt.
After I listen in, let's see what these sound like.
The outcome was never in doubt.
That's actually a pretty cool spray. I'm gonna put that one up. All right. Next set, lat pull-in is gonna be kind of a weird exercise. I'm still experimenting, trying out a couple new exercises at the end of my workout. All right, so on that one, I'm gonna take a couple notes here. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna drop the weight a little bit because I feel like on that the last exercise I was doing, I was feeling it not so much in my lats, but I was also feeling it a little bit in my biceps and a little bit in my rear shoulders. Now, not a terrible thing. So I can't handle. I'm sorry, I don't want to be focusing on biceps and the rear shoulder, so I'm going to drop the weight to try to focus on the right muscle group that I'm aiming for. So doing biceps sometimes is accidental. Like it's easy to cheat your back by doing biceps. So I'm going to focus more on driving the weight through my elbow, try to disengage the biceps. So Justin, my advice definitely to you is, yeah, so definitely take it take it slow, take it one step at a time. I talk about a lot of advanced concepts here like micronutrition, meal timing, that kind of stuff is not necessary for your situation. You have a pretty good calorie plan already set up. My advice is to slowly tweak things until you get things to where you want it to be. So keep it up with the calories if it's sustainable. If it's not sustainable, then try adding more protein or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty good advice, Mr. Snake Doctor, about that, looking at the general newbie stuff. And then, for your exercises, try to find something that you enjoy that is sustainable for you. I enjoy weightlifting much more than cardio. If you enjoy cardio much more than weightlifting, for example, you can definitely change things up to make it work more towards you. Maybe just a couple of compound exercises. You know what I mean? You don't have to do 9 to 12 sets. You can just start off with doing a few sets dumbbell bench, doing a few sets of the bench press or the press machine. But knowing that you are doing the right steps to feed your brain, feed your body, move forward in life, to get in shape, get healthy, that is awesome. And it's not an easy road, right? To me, it's a clear road. I see the path. I see the goal. There's a lot of hurdles. There's a lot of jumping I need to do, a lot of effort, a lot of focus I need to do, but I see the goal. I know what I need to do. I just need to execute. And of course, the best part about this race, this hurdle race, is you can go as fast or as slow as you want to go as long as it's sustainable. That's the main thing. I always preach sustainability. I have bad back problems. Certain days of the week, I take it very easy because I don't want to trigger my sciatica again. I don't want another flare-up. So go at a pace that is sustainable for you and it is enjoyable. View this. I'm going to talk quickly about motivation in just a second after I do another set. And I'll open another loot box. Oh, I switched this over so you guys, well, you guys can see the loot box okay, I think. I don't know how I feel about the lat pull-ins yet. I'm gonna have to review some videos later to see if I'm doing anything wrong, because it didn't feel that good for my lat pull-ins. It felt okay. So once again, this is the TOMINATION Time fitness and gaming talk show. I want to welcome everyone for coming. Anyone's new here, this is a place where I will be working out, playing games, doing Overwatch, talking about building muscle, burning fat, and generally how to get in shape while doing the things that you love. Anyone who's new to working out or you've been working out for a while, let me know. I'm very interested in trying to help people, trying to walk through life. So maybe you're overweight trying to lose weight. Maybe you're underweight trying to build muscle. No matter what it is, come here. This is a place where we're trying to help each other talk things out, understand where we're coming from, and where we are going. And motivation, I want to finish up with this last part about motivation. Staying motivated for your workouts can be difficult for some people. Perfectly understandable. Finding motivation for some things in life can be tough. And one of the ways that I try to find motivation, I'm going to exit out of here and shift this over to this camera view and move this up here. Close this. So one of the ways I find motivation in my workouts is I try to look for, I try to view this as I am working out because I need to. Not because I want to, but because I need to for my body. I need to do something. I need to go to school. I need to go to work. I need to go to the gym and work out. I need to do these things. I need to feed myself something good, right? It is something I need to do. It's just, what should we do? That is where on this channel I'll be talking about these things to help us understand the fundamentals so we can do the right things. Now, seriously, you guys, I might be motivating you guys, but you guys also motivate me. Having you guys here, someone to talk to about my workouts, it really actually encourages me to keep this up for you guys to keep coming back here. And I want to definitely encourage people, if you're new here, follow me on Twitch, Facebook, all this stuff, because it's going to, I'll be posting stuff from time to time, good articles. Hey, merely Asian. I will remember you. Thank you for that follow. I'll be posting stuff on those different mediums from time to time to talk about how to, you know, stuff like when I'm streaming, when I will be doing other things, like we should get the gains. Yes, that's right. I'll be talking about different articles. I'll post stuff on Facebook. I hate clickbait. I only post good quality articles, in my opinion. Of course, I believe it's good. So that is definitely going to be what I'll be doing. I'll be encouraging people to come back, because like people who come here, like Mr. Snake Doctor, Justin, you guys are the guys. I want to see what your progress is a few months from now, a year from now. I want to see, since day one of when you started watching TOMINATION Time, how has your life changed? How have you progressed? And I want to be here to answer the basic questions, answer the advanced questions, all the while playing Overwatch and having fun with that. So, last bit of motivation. I might be motivating you guys. You guys are motivating me. So, it is a mutually beneficial relationship here. I am finishing up back day. Tomorrow is shoulders. Thursday is legs and abs. Friday is arms. Hey, you know what? It's not too late to start taking before pictures anytime. Before and after pictures, you see, and that's another thing too for tracking progress. Take pictures. You don't have to post it on the internet. You can just take it for yourself. If you don't feel comfortable showing anyone, just take it for yourself, because taking pictures before and after, it can be a really good way to make sure that you have made a difference. Sometimes it's hard to see the difference, because like every day we see ourselves in the mirror, it's easy to think it looks the same. It's easy to think nothing's changed. But you take a picture like once a month, then the differences can become a lot clearer. And trust me, it's a really good accomplishment at the end to have before and after. I used to look like this. This is what I look like now, and it's huge. Right? I talk about my back problems from before, where I could barely walk. I was really, really crippled. Right? I had to crawl to the bathroom in the middle of the night sometimes. And people who know me back then, my friends, my family, knew I was a pretty skinny guy, and I could barely walk sometimes. Who would have thought 10 years later I would be live streaming on Twitch, on YouTube, all these different locations, talking about how to build muscle, burn fat, work out. I tell you, it's back day. I did weighted pull-ups, 45 pounds on my waist. It is something I never would have thought I would be able to do. I never thought I'd be doing weighted pull-ups. I really didn't. I really thought like I would never get that buff. So it is something I'm very proud of, and it's something I hope other people can find something they'd be proud of on their own. Something that, whatever your progress is, you're trying to like build muscle, burn fat, look good, feel good, you're trying to be a marathon runner, you're trying to be an Olympic athlete, whatever. There is something for everyone, and that is what this channel is about. I want everyone to leave here a little bit smarter, a little bit healthier, a little bit stronger, looking a little bit better, whatever it is. So that is my goal on this channel, Monday through Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. PST. I want to thank you guys for coming by. Always bring questions. I want to help you. Tell me where you're coming from, and I will finish off tonight with that. So thank you guys for stopping by, and have a good one.